Hi Leo, welcome to your monthly tarot insights. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of June, I'm offering a special called Inside Out, which is a reading that kind of resembles here, mirrors back the energy of Gemini season, which we are currently on. So basically, it's a reading that brings awareness into the light and shadow aspects, kind of working through your life and in different areas of it. So if you would like to know more info about that, just email me, or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So Leos, I do feel like this month of June for some of you, it's very inspiring. There's something inspiring, something about as well creativity, giving, birth to dreams, giving birth to ideas. They are coming from the depths of your soul, actually. Some of you have old dreams, in a way, returning to you during this month of June, which means that you could meet, right, something of the past. It could be a past relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be again an idea, it could be a circumstance that resembles the past. In order to make it right or to recreate something here, I do think that some of you are about to recreate something of the past that lingers within you, because this is the Six of Cups in the soul. So the past is very important for you during this month. There's a sense of connection, right, with your personal history, with your background, with your roots, with your childhood, with people that were both positively and negatively of influence, right, to you, your emotions, your feelings, your sensitivity. There's a real sense of sensitivity. For some of you Leos, you might be navigating the deep waters again of the deep waters of experience here in life, where we kind of get in contact with what's beneath all of this, right? What's beneath all of this material world and shell, and we get to the meaning of situations. So this is a period of time where you can feel like things touch you in a very deep way, deeper maybe than what you are used to. There's a sense of some of you trying to manage, trying to balance those emotional states. It's like some of you just want to dream and be in La La Land, or be in this it's like romanticizing kind of a little bit your current life, or adding more romance to it in all shapes and forms, right? Romance itself, it's not just about you and another person, it's also about the way, right, we add love and passion and inspiration to everything we do. So I think that some of you are trying to navigate, right, that side of you that is so emotional with the material demands of your life, your responsibilities, your work, your routines, your tasks. And you might be busy actually, because you do have here the Two of Pentacles during the month, during in the foundation, in the unconscious position, which means that you might still not be aware of it, but this might be a very busy month. This might be a month where there's a lot to juggle, there's a lot on your plate, there's a lot that depends in the balance right here in how you manage situations. Some of you are weighing upon options as well during this period of time, juggling two things, right? Two different type of options, thoughts, relationships, ways to go about situations, to financial outcomes, sources, jobs. There's a sense of things coming into pairs actually here for Leos during this month, which means that relationships are also in focus. But I also feel like this is kind of a relationships are in focus, but they are kind of always pushing you back into the depth of you, which means that deep down, this is a relationship, or kind of in June, there's a strong sense of you needing to build, right? A more loving or supportive connection with you, the relationship you have with your emotional world, with your spiritual world as well. So people are pushing you right into the heart and pushing you back out and into. It's like the energy of a actually there you might be dealing with Pisces energy. It's like the fish energy here of I'm sorry, the Pisces symbol, right? There's some sense of duality, but at the same time union or whole. There's like a sense of something being wholesome here in your life. Some of you may be dealing with Pisces energy. It might be as well that some of you are experiencing strong Neptune transits, or for Leos that have a lot of water as well signature in your chart. This may be particularly emphasized during this month, right? This experiences of it's like escapism, escaping to this beautiful world, or escaping to this tendency or addiction or fantasy, or just connection, seeking connection, which is also something very Neptunian and Piscean. So usually they do it in a kind of a chaotic way, but deep down, Pisces is the last sign. So it's the energy of coming back home to God, to the ether, right? To the soul. So this is a very interesting month for some of you. I do feel like there's a chance, a possibility for some of you to fall in love. It could be with a person. Some of you might be able to reconcile with a person in your life, or reconcile a relationship that has been somehow difficult to handle or manage. It could be that some of you will heal, right, dynamics of past relationships as well, of any sorts. But there could also be an encounter with love. There could be for Leos that are in relationships that are healthy, balanced, and are going okay, there might be a strengthening of that bond. I also feel like some of you can fall in love with an idea. You can fall in love with a place. You can fall in love with an experience. It could be so many things. I just feel like it's very important to give wings to those feelings so that it also doesn't become overwhelming. Because the danger with all of these energies is that it can be felt like a flood, right? So you go with the current and it takes you, and you may feel like you have no control, or that the emotions are so deep that they're taking you down. So I feel like it's important to catch up sometimes with the breath, which means that sometimes, come back to the surface, to the matter, to the earthly realm. For Leos, of course, going through this in order to breathe and focus and balance, right? And dry as well all of that watery energy with this beautiful sun. I do think that until your solar return, your birthday, you're still going to be dealing with this in a certain way. Things are going to get more maybe on the side of either clarity or that happiness, radiance, radiant happiness that some of you are looking for. That's going to be more into possibly July, August, more into August actually. But it's like this is the moment where you're kind of building shapes, or there's something that's being created here, and it's a time to explore, right? It's a time for Leos that are involved in artistic and spiritual activities, careers, things like that. In the entertainment area, things like that. I feel like there can be so much, potential to, it's like to grasp here a very successful outcome by doing something different or doing something with that, with those deep emotions on the outside, which means, for example, for acting, that's great, because it's going to give you a lot of depth and a lot of truth, right, to the feelings you're impersonating in your characters. For musicians, for painters, for healers, there's so much here, good things I feel coming for Leos. I do think that it's going to be a happy period in general for some of you. It just might be as well dependent in the relationship of self-love, right? How loving you feel, how much love and nourishment also you give to yourself. How do you believe in yourself? Do you escape, or do you confront reality? Do you understand, right, the divine presence? Do you understand the signs? Do you understand your heart? This all is always dependent on how you are, again, emotionally relating with you, with that internal world. Of course, that if there's emotional bruises, if there is unresolved past circumstances, right, that are still interfering in that loving relationship, or if it's taking away some of your self-esteem or security, right, in that sense of love, it could be that all that you might experience during the month of June is to free you from that, which means there's like this cleansing. So crying here during the month of June for Leos that might be very touchy and sensitive, getting emotional, right, when you are hearing a song that touches you, or seeing a movie that is displaying, a story or a scene that, again, really, really resonates with something deep inside of you. Allow that to be like this very full expression, right? It's like a catharsis, a moment of reaching here something, right? The peak of something that puts you in a place of clarity, and it puts you in a place of liberation as well, because the sun is also about things getting out, right? Clearance, things being okay, things starting to make sense, success. It's being on the outside of an experience that you have been involved with, and in a very positive ways, the positive light being shed upon you. It's a vital force. So whatever you are going through as sensitive and emotional and moody, that sometimes, this might be, or those traits might be expressed as, I do think that all of this is healing, and all of this is a beautiful part of healing, because you're going to, out of all of that some of you are experiencing or have been experiencing, you're going to come to the surface with precious, precious, precious gems. You have a treasure inside of you. You have found a treasure out of those experiences, and you're going to kind of creatively channel those. It's going to be refined. Something that used to be maybe rough, it becomes refined into something that I really feel like the majority, like experiences that the majority of you are really going to be happy about. Again, as you go into July, you might get happier. You might be in a more controlled, harmonized state between your emotions, and the emotional and the material side of you might be more in control. You can feel like more empowered than in the beginning. But I also feel like something is coming out. This is interesting, because in this tarot card, the sun is like coming out of that egg, right? This new life. There's something here happening for Leos that it's either about the new chapter of something beautiful, or the it's like the recreation of it, of something maybe that was hard, or that it didn't go maybe as you wanted, something that maybe was not forgiven, or a situation that has been, let's say, making you feel emotionally very uncomfortable. It's, in a way or another, it's going to be um, given light, given love, given a chance to have this happy outcome. um, there's a high chance of reconciliation for some of you with something or someone. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it, and please keep doing so. Hopefully, we'll see each other soon.